haircut. Oh, you look so handsome. Oh, he's a stud. Oh, you look beautiful. You really look, she does the best job.
She does, doesn't she?
She's incredible.
Yeah.
You look gorgeous.
They were busy today too, turning a ton of people away.
Oh, I know, because everybody doesn't want to look like a
schlemiel.
Yeah, a schmuck.
A schmagegi, as my dad would say.
Before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You look gorgeous, honey. Oh, turn around. She did such a great job. Oh, you're beautiful. You're beautiful.
I'm home to make you quesadillas. I love you.
Thank you, handsome pie. I love you so much. I've been doing so much work this morning. Like I haven't even bothered to get dressed. I barely could eat my oatmeal. Oh, you're so handsome. I'm so proud. So David makes me the best quesadilla. Way better than I make myself. So now I told him, you've really screwed yourself. I am never making myself another quesadilla. You're gonna have to make all my quesadillas from now on.
And I'll be happy to. I love you.
I love you too. You really should have tanked that.
I guess so. That's why I thought of just getting Brussels sprouts. And I'll just do them like I said, I'm just gonna cut them in half, mix them in oil, salt and pepper, roast it, and that's it.
Yeah, I would suggest to do that. If you need to roast them, if you want to reheat them, and tomorrow that it takes less time.
Yeah, okay. Then I'll do it today at some point. It's gonna take, it'll take longer to cook than it will be to even prep. It's very easy. So okay,
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Now that's out of the way, so that's what we're bringing. We're bringing that. Yeah.
That's fine.
So
Another
beside,
question I have: what time do you want us to come over to your house?
that's what I'm trying to figure out. So Lauren wants to go see her mom. It's about a half-hour drive and then a half-hour back, and I don't know how long we're going to stay there. So that's what I'm trying to get Lauren to tell me what time she wants to go, and because if we're going to be there at 1:00.
Good morning. It is Thanksgiving morning, or as we call it in our household, Stir Up Thursday. We're continuing to call it that because this Christmas pudding recipe is taking like 5 days to make. We're on stage 3, I guess. Stage 1 being buying everything. Stage 2 being mixing all the spirits and fruit and spices together. And now we are doing the actual mixing part, and then it's going to sit overnight, and then tomorrow we're going to bake it for 8 hours. So, without further ado,
I am gathering the remainder of the ingredients at this point. We do not have breadcrumbs ready, so we're just going to do without, because we did not prep that, unfortunately. So we do have some breadcrumby type things in the freezer, but they're not really ready, so I think we can just skip it.
okay, we've done a truly terrible job at this so far.
Yeah, it's been absolute disaster.
This has been an American and a Canadian Christmas pudding attempt, and it's kind of a fail, I'd say, so far.
So far, big fat fail, but things have been very, very busy. So, and we just kind of set an impossible task for ourselves. So take your largest, roomiest mixing bowl. We don't really have that. A large or roomy mixing bowl.
Don't use metal on that one.
I know, I'm not.
Why don't you use the glass one instead?
The glass one's tiny.
No, the other glass mixing bowl.
Oh, that thing. Okay, so putting together the rest of the Christmas pudding kind of as quickly as possible because it's a very, very busy day today. It's Thanksgiving, and we should have been doing this a few days ago, but we didn't have all the ingredients. We didn't have everything ready, so we're doing it now.
And we've been swamped, and it's been really horrible lately.
Yes. Okay, so I missed a step. The next step is actually add the egg. Totally forgot about that. And then I'm going to give it a good stir, and then Lauren's going to make her wish and have a stir. I'm going to make a wish, and I'm going to give it a stir.
You have to stir it clockwise when you make your wish.
All right, so now it's Lauren's turn because everyone in the family needs to do it. Okay, so the mixture should have a fairly sloppy consistency. It should fall instantly from the spoon when it's tapped a bit to the side of the bowl.
Check, check.
I think it falls off without tapping the side of the bowl. And then we cover this and leave it overnight. So that is the second or third or fifth step of Christmas pudding. I don't know what step we're on at this point. We're on step 35 of the Christmas pudding. So the next step is tomorrow we are going to be steaming it for 8 hours. So that'll be fun.
So look out for that.
Yeah, so we're gonna film the whole thing and live stream it to our Instagram. Next step is the final step, which is to add about 25 grams of flour. So I've got it on the scale because I don't know what 25 grams looks like. I don't think anybody actually knows what 25 grams looks like.
Somebody probably
It looks
does.
like that. Okay, so that's actually 40, but that's okay because we didn't put the breadcrumbs in. So we're going to give this a stir.
Yeah, ours is going to taste weird, but it's a first attempt, so... And we've actually never had any Christmas pudding before.
So we don't really know what to compare this to, at least.
No. But it might turn out really good because we used really good ingredients.
Okay, so that's what it looks like as a base. Is that how it's supposed to look? We have no idea. That could be perfect. It could be too wet. It could be too dry. We don't know. We're going to find out the hard way. That's kind of the fun of baking, is finding out the hard way, in my opinion. You can kind of second guess yourself 1,000 times. You could look up a billion recipes. But fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, as long as we like it, we've won.
At the end of the day, it may be frumenty or it may be Christmas pudding. We don't know.
We don't know.
Are you guessing? What is your guess? Christmas pud or frumenty?
What's frumenty?
Frumenty is what they used to call it when it had oats, like grains and meat and fruit in it, and it wasn't really a dessert.
Frumenty.
Just a little frumenty.
Okay, so next steps is we need to grease a bowl, and we need to do a bunch of putting parchment paper and foil and things. So there's a whole bunch of steps at this point, so we're gonna do that.
That's very good and greasy, I think.
Dang right.
Don't get it on the outside.
Heck yeah.
Gosh, so we're not putting any breadcrumbs in, we're just adding a little more flour.
Not all the ingredients, not all the recipes I saw called for breadcrumbs.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, a lot of this was a recipe that there's 1,000 different variations on, and 1,000 different options. We're also not adding almonds and a few other things. So, not all of them called for like all this stuff. You know, the only basics seem to be dried fruit, candied fruit, which we're also leaving out, and booze. That seems to be about the only like commonalities, you know, and flour. But the rest of the stuff is all kind of variant, depending on what your preferences are. So
we don't have a plate that fits in here, so we're just gonna use a bowl.
okay, so
And hope for the
now
best.
we're going to fill the bowl with the Christmas pudding, as it is.
And we've finally done it. It may be almost a week after Stir Up Sunday, but our very first Christmas pudding is finished. It looks tentatively delicious, and I can't wait to try a slice on the 25th. The Christmas pudding, as you may recognize from your favorite version of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, is steeped in English heritage. It's a traditional steamed dessert, often filled with 13 symbolic ingredients, each representing Jesus and his 12 disciples. But it was banned for a time along with the singing of carols, when Christmas was declared a day of fasting instead of feasting by Cromwell. But thankfully, it made its triumphant return. And of course, there's a silver sixpence, a lucky charm often hidden within the pudding. Whoever finds it is said to have good fortune in the coming year. And that is our Christmas pudding on Vlogmas Day 4. We will store it under the bed and feed it 2 tablespoons of brandy every week until Christmas.